the River Mersey, once the lifeline of a city that was the gateway to the British Empire, Liverpool. Liverpool's former prestige, prowess and prosperity are symbolised by the Three Graces, a trio of majestic structures down by the old pier head: the Port of Liverpool building, the Cunard building and the Royal Liver building. The Royal Liver building is one of Liverpool's most recognisable landmarks. The pair of clock towers which crown it have larger clock faces than Big Ben in London. Atop each tower stands a mythical liver bird secured by stout cables. The Three Graces owe the fact that they survived the Second World War intact to their prominent location. German aircraft used them as markers, going on to bomb the city which lies behind them. The earliest reference to Liverpool dates back to around 1200 in the form of Liverpool, a name some believe meant muddy pool. The small market town served as a base for sending troops from Britain to Ireland. The River Mersey provides Liverpool with direct access to the Irish Sea, from where ships then sailed on to the New World. Up until the late 17th century, the town remained poor and insignificant. In 1571, the people of Liverpool, known today as Liverpudlians, asked Queen Elizabeth I to reduce their tax burden, claiming that Her Majesty's city is impoverished. Liverpool's famous heroes are dockers, musicians and footballers. Very few ships are unloaded at the docks these days. Some 20 years ago, a modern container port was built on the outskirts, where the River Mersey flows into the Irish Sea. Today, the face of the Albert Docks is characterised by media companies, art galleries, restaurants and the Merseyside Maritime Museum. Sir Paul McCartney.
I think the world is going to take even more notice than they had. So far it's maybe, it's the home of the Beatles, it's the home of a lot of music and a lot of entertainers. But there is a lot of culture here, and it is a great city. More than anything for me, it's about the people of Liverpool. I think that's where the strength of Liverpool lies.
Thanks to the Beatles, since the 1960s, Liverpool has been synonymous with pop music. For local lads John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison and Ringo Starr, it all began at the famous Cavern Club. The Cavern Club is still an important venue for up-and-coming bands. A nostalgic place, it's the home of the Mersey beat. Ten years ago, Sir Paul McCartney founded the Liverpool Institute for the Performing Arts. The wide range of courses it offers includes music, dance and acting.
For me, Liverpool is a feeling of pride.
In 2004, UNESCO declared Liverpool to be part of the world's cultural heritage, not on account of the Beatles, but because it reflects the former greatness of the British Empire. Liverpool's rise to prominence began in the 18th century through the increase in trade with the West Indies. Its population grew swiftly. Immigrants arrived from China and from Poland, Germany and Italy. People fled here from Ireland to escape the famine. In 1930, Liverpool had 850,000 inhabitants. The India Building is a reminder of the days when 40% of the world's trade took place via Liverpool. Liverpool's prosperity was closely linked to slavery. After 1700, the city was involved in the triangular trade, as it was known. Goods were exported to Africa. Slaves were then taken from there to the West Indies. And from the New World, products like cotton were brought back to Britain. In 1750, 10 of Liverpool's 14 banks were involved in the slave trade. Liverpool's splendour was bought with the lives of the exploited. People were first ferried across the Mersey in the 12th century by Benedictine monks. Later, a scheduled service was introduced. Today, vehicles travel through a tunnel under the Mersey. The shipyards in Birkenhead, a borough on the other side of the Mersey, still receive plenty of orders. Today, ocean giants and luxury cruise vessels are built more cheaply in other parts of the world. So the shipyards in Birkenhead have specialised in conversion, repair and renovation. Liverpool shipping companies have always done good business with people and goods. In the 17th century, tobacco from the colonies was unloaded here. This was followed later by cotton for the British textile industry. Salt was another important commodity, along with wheat. Large quantities of steel were also dispatched by sea, and Liverpool was an important whaling base. The White Star Line, which owned the Titanic, had its headquarters here, as did the Cunard Line. Voyages to destinations overseas were organised from the Cunard Building. Between 1860 and 1890 alone, some 5 million emigrants embarked in Liverpool bound for the United States. First-class passengers had splendid waiting rooms at their disposal. Since many emigrants didn't know what to expect in the New World, they were able to store their possessions in room-sized steel safes in the cellar of the Cunard Building. Later, when they'd found a home in the New World, their property was sent on. Less well-heeled emigrants stored their belongings in wooden lockups. After the Second World War, Liverpool's importance as a maritime and industrial centre steadily diminished, amongst other things because the port lies in the west of the British Isles. With the loss of its colonial empire, Great Britain was turning more and more to the east, towards Europe. The population of Liverpool fell by half. In the 1980s, conflicts between the city, with its Trotskyist council, and the Tory government of Margaret Thatcher hit the headlines. The Iron Lady barred 47 city councillors, effectively disbanding the city council. times grew even harder. Liverpool became the poorest major city in Europe. You'll Never Walk Alone. The song that has been adopted by soccer fans all over the world was first sung in Liverpool. It's hard to find another city in which football plays such a prominent role. The legendary manager of Liverpool Football Club, the late great Bill Shankly, once said, "Some people believe football is a matter of life and death. I am very disappointed with that attitude. I can assure you it is much, much more important than that." The people of Liverpool have always found solace in soccer, be it as supporters of Everton or Liverpool. Liverpool FC was founded in 1892 by a brewery owner. With the demise of the British Empire, the Reds took the city's name to all corners of the globe. In Liverpool, you still get a feeling of how football used to be the sport of the working class. Bill Shankly once said, "The socialism I believe in is everybody working for the same goal and everybody having a share in the rewards. That's how I see football, that's how I see life. You'll never walk alone." Today, the liverbirds again gaze down on their home with pride. The city by the Mersey is looking to the future full of hope, an optimism that's reflected in the number of construction cranes. Liverpool is facing the challenges of the 21st century. Service concerns are being attracted to the city. Tourism is being given a boost. Slowly, new jobs are being created. Liverpool is placing its faith in culture, in its most famous sons, the Beatles, and in its history, even if that might not be quite as glorious as the Three Graces would have us believe.